Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
From the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Tuesday, July 22, 2025. In the headlines, Closure project moves from $200,000 to $1.6 billion. Shuttle service to be provided. 4 Petit Martinique families receive keys to their first hurricane-resilient homes under the Build Back Better initiative. Former Prime Minister in support of change of allegiance, but requests referendum. Climate Resilience Ministry actively explores sustainable solutions to address ongoing sargassum seaweed invasion affecting Grenada's coastline. Also in the news, regionally, former Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley claims his name is on Interpol list. Internationally, Trump administration withdraws U.S. from UNESCO. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada moves into final preparation phase for NACAC Championship set for the Bahamas, while West Indies eyeing victory in second T20 clash at Sabina Park tonight.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. As concerns grow over the worsening condition of the Closure Road in St. John, Prime Minister and Minister for Infrastructure, Deacon Mitchell, led a community meeting on Sunday, July 20, to address the issue with affected residents. The project has now moved from costing just over $200,000 to $1.6 million.
On the 15th of May, there was an initial Nawasa pipe leakage that was observed, and then again on the 27th and the 28th of May, there were additional water leaks from the pipes. Now, obviously, we're talking here 6-inch water pipe, and as a result, the leaking of the water would have created major challenges and created more instability on the site. And finally, on the 4th, Mr. Ferry described it, during that night, there appeared to have been a major rupture of the 6-inch pipe, and for perhaps more than 8 hours, water would have escaped onto the site. And you would see it led to a significant collapse of the entire site, including the road, and it started ahead of the one property that is located immediately adjacent to the site. And obviously, as you go there now, you could actually see that the road itself has dropped precipitously, and the entire site goes all the way into the private property upslope. That is significant.
The meeting came in response to a sharp deterioration in the Closure Road project over the past weeks. Prime Minister Mitchell said the issue is no fault of the contractors.
So it is the water damage that has led to the collapse of the site, and obviously onto the excavated area you would have significant silt or loose mud that would have come down. And we're in the rainy season, and obviously the site itself is now completely open to the elements of the rain. So what would have happened is that the works would have been suspended, and the team from the Ministry of Infrastructure, together with the contractor, would have gone onto the site to be able to assess what are the best options to stabilize the area, to make it safe, and also to address the fact that we have a single-story house which has suffered already damage from the collapsed soil. We have since, at the ministry, also engaged SAFED Inc., represented by Mr. Timothy Bob, who is a senior Grenadian engineer, and he's here with us, to provide additional engineering support to the team at the Ministry of Infrastructure. It therefore means that in order to stabilize the entire site and to complete the process, it is likely we may have to do further engineering of the site, and obviously additional retaining walls and construction work would have to be done. It also means it is most likely that the property that has been impacted would have to be acquired by the government and compensation paid to the property owner, and he's here so that we can have access to that area to be able to make sure that the construction work continues and that there is no further risk of life or injury to property or to any persons.
Government, he said, will work based on findings from the experts.
Focus is obviously on, as quickly as possible, getting us to the point where the loose materials can be excavated, where the construction of the retaining walls, which will have to be extended and expanded, can take place as quickly as possible, but in a safe manner as possible, and with the right engineering. I think we know the power of water, and if it's not handled properly, if it's not channeled properly, it will be extremely destructive. The revised cost estimate to the entire project now is in the region of $1.6 million from $250,000.
Meanwhile, a bus shuttle was proposed to the residents. This is how they responded.
I think this shuttle idea is a good idea to take us to and from Cloget, but not only from where the breakage of the road is to Guave, but even from up here, because there are persons with little children who need to go and we have to walk, right? Not only the shuttle, but those who drive in. Today I left from Guave and I had to go through Boussejou and come over Granitang, and that is not an easy trek for me. So the shuttle would be nice. And from Guave to Cloget, yes. Because even if the shuttle is from here to Grenville, the shuttle, that would be too long. Even if the shuttle drops us in Birch Grove, we still have to get a bus to go to Grenville. So I think from Guave to Cloget would be better for us, because most Cloget people do business in Guave. And this is affecting not only us who traverse the road, but the business persons. So we want to know how the business people, the shops, the small shops, how they gonna get goods? Because most business are not sending their people up this area.
So the idea with the shuttle was not just to take you from Guave, but that there'd be a shuttle to take you when you get past the difficult area, that you can get to your homes as well. Yes, because from the project site, it for some people it's quite a distance to your homes. So the idea was just not to take you from Guave to the project site, but also some assistance to from the project site to get to your respective homes throughout the village. Yes?
I'm thinking the best time to do a shuttle from the bottom area going to be 7 a.m. in the morning from the bottom area. But from the top side here, if you're going to go from the top to the bottom area, you need to do 6:45. So you have that 15 minutes in between. Now, mid-morning, 8 o'clock. No. 8 o'clock, you need a transportation 8 o'clock in the morning also for a certain period of people that moves to work between 9 and 10. The next transportation hour will be 1 p.m. in the afternoon. That's if you're providing that kind of services. And then in the evening at 4 o'clock. Some people might say 5, 6.
Other news rising from the rubble. 4 Petite Martinique families received keys to their first hurricane-resilient homes under the Build Back Better initiative. More from my colleague, Rena Thomas.
1 year after Hurricane Beryl devastated Petite Martinique, leaving many families without shelter, the Ministry of Carrico and Petite Martinique Affairs has delivered a beacon of hope to the community. Last Friday, the ministry officially handed over the first set of Build Back Better homes to 4 families on the island. The initiative marks a significant milestone in the government's recovery and rebuilding efforts following the Category 4 hurricane that flattened most of the small island. The homes, constructed with resilience and sustainability in mind, are designed to better withstand further extreme weather events. The initiative is part of the government's broader commitment to long-term climate resilience and housing security for affected residents. Minister for Carrico and Petite Martinique Affairs, Tevin Andrews, says more homes are scheduled for completion as the rebuilding process continues on both sister isles.
We handed over 4 Build Back Better homes today. The intention is to hand over several more and to start the construction of several more rather, and we will continue to support the initiative, the rebuilding efforts in Petite Martinique. So we recognize the challenges that we face in Petite Martinique, but we are committed to ensure that we give support to as much family as possible. So it's one family at a time, one Build Back Better at a time, one step at a time. We are going to get there together as a people, as an island.
The recipients expressed a deep gratitude for the new homes, calling it a fresh start after months of uncertainty and displacement.
I thank the government very much for giving me this new home. If it wasn't for he, I would not able to have a new home today. I thank Mr. Tevin, Andrew, for seeing into me and to help me to get this new home.
God is in control of everything. I couldn't come before because I had no way to stay. So I give God thanks and praise for everything and everybody who helped. I give God thanks and praise for everybody.
Rena Thomas, GBN News.
Over the years, several politicians have crossed the floor in the House of Representatives after changing allegiance from one party to another. However, veteran politician and former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell believes that when a member crosses the floor in the lower house, that person should resign from the party and the parliament altogether, and a by-election called so that those who voted for the candidate are not confused about which party that individual is supporting or representing.
What I can't understand is that you go into an election, you campaign with a political party, and you say, vote for that party, this is the best party, and the best leadership, and best this, and best that. Then it comes a time that either somebody offer you something attractive, the party did not win, and people go on to buy you, and you go on that side and forget the votes of the people. You know, I believe that we need to have something. Maybe that's another thing that should be part of our constitution. Political parties go to an election and people campaign, this is a party. If you want to change when that finishes, then you must go back to the people. That's my fundamental belief.
The New National Party lost the June 2022 general election after winning only 6 of the 15 constituencies. The party's representation in the lower house has since dwindled to 4, as one member has crossed the floor and joined the government, while another has informed the parliament that he is not with the NNP and is classified as an independent. The constitution itself does not recognize political parties, but recognizes the representation. Now, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is in support of the move to change the oath of allegiance from the British monarch to the state of Grenada, but believes the change should be made through a referendum.
Well, see, one thing you must know, my friend, about the New National Party and about me, myself as a person. when an issue of a serious nature like this is approached, we assess it on the basis of what is right and what is not right. Sometimes we as politicians take one position today because we're in government, and next time we take a different position when we are not in government, we're in opposition. The question of allegiance to Grenada, to me, is fundamental to my being as a person, as a Grenadian. So I really believe it's about time that we move past that king and queen thing where we are pledging allegiance to. So that's fundamental.
Speaking on GBN's To The Point program, Dr. Mitchell, chairman of the New National Party, said such a change should reflect the voice of the people and not just lawmakers.
But when in the political arena, it's not just your view that you don't just make decisions just because you believe in this. People must be involved because this is about the people. We have a constitution. And as you remember, we went to we did ask the people when we were in government to support that change. In fact, we were told that we must go to a referendum, and we did, in fact. And the present government party in office, in power today, did not support it and asked people to vote against it. So it failed. Now the same government now coming to tell us that we want you and we don't need to go to a referendum in this exercise. And we have heard the legal expertise of Dr. Alexis and others, we respect that. But we also have heard from other legal luminaries that this thing is necessary, that we go to a referendum. So the issue is we support it, but we believe the people must be the one to make the decision. And the party has taken a position that if the referendum is set up like it was before, they won't have to worry about the New National Party refusing to support.
On Thursday, July 24, 2025, government will table the Constitution Oath of Allegiance Amendment Number 1 and Number 2 Bills 2025. These aim to amend Schedule 3 of the Constitution and related sections of the court's order, replacing His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors with Grenada. A similar proposal was included in the 2016 referendum, which failed. If passed by both houses, the new oath could take effect on August 1 and be part of this year's Emancipation Day celebrations. This is network news still to come from us. Artists gearing up for groovy, soca and calypso semi-finals at Progress Park later this week.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Wednesday, August 6th, Concept Events, together with Flatlands Park Ship and Print, present Pre-Day, Black and Bougie, featuring Telpre, the Jab Boss, and his Grenadian family. We coming through, lot of people coming through. This is Pre-Day, featuring Tara the Governor. We get them job, we go get them job. Muddy, Capital Jab, Boise.
One boy, we don't do it.
What's way?
Nobody I know them others can't.
Lava Man. Wonder Daddy. Vaughn and so much more. Wednesday, Wednesday, August 6th, the Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. Grenada, get ready. This is Black and Bougie.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
It's a busy world, and we all know the saying, time is money. Meet Candice and Oliver. They both have busy days ahead. Let's see how that goes. Candice is in a rush. Off to the bank. Again. Oh, looks like she didn't plan for traffic. Or this long line either. Now let's check in on Oliver. His morning starts a little differently. Using his phone, Oliver makes a peer-to-peer transfer and pays his bills, all while having his morning coffee. At the store, Oliver checks his finances with online banking. Candice? Still waiting. Back to Oliver. He stops at the bank to meet his loan officer. While waiting, he schedules a payment and makes a wire transfer. Wondering about Candice? Yup, still waiting. Candice could be like Oliver if she uses Co-op Bank's e-solutions. Make your day easier with Co-op Bank's swift, simple, and secure e-banking platform. Bank on your terms, from anywhere, at any time. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen them on the waters in Dubai. We've seen them on the water in Miami. Now, they're here in Grenada. The most exciting, electrifying, and unique water sport experience to hit Grenada. Grenada Jet Cars. Book a car today. Call 473-406-JCAR or 5227. Visit our website at grenadajetcar.com or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Grenada Jet Cars. Enjoy a fun-filled ride across the waters of Grenada.
Ah, this is gonna be fun. Fun.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
On Wednesday, August 13th, it's Carnival Encore, the ultimate cool down at the Grenada National Stadium. The cool down village opens at 6 p.m. Showtime 7 p.m. It's full stage frenzy with massive performances from Cass.
No sweetness, she weakness, so she
Voice.
But now I'm chunky the people place,
and many more. Tier 1 Chill Zone tickets are just $125. Upgrade to the White Oasis Premium Village for $350. Or take it all the way with access to the exclusive Carnival Cabana Club. Email sunshinepromoeventsgd@gmail.com for more info. Carnival Encore.
I don't know about you, but I come here to flex, come to play a man.
The vibes don't end until we say so. Wednesday, August 13th, National Stadium. Get your tickets now from GoToFed.com. Brought to you by Sunshine Promotions.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for Carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
JKT Entertainment is bringing the heat. It's time to feel the sound and smell the burn. Bass and burn, cars and noise. The automotive experience of the year. July 26th and 27th at the National Stadium Car Park. It's 2 days of adrenaline-fueled madness with over 30 show cars from Trinidad, including Lethal Auto, MacGyver Sounds, and Simplicity Creations, plus Grenada's own beasts bringing the noise.
He'll say your back, come touch me then.
Early bird tickets are just $50. After that, it's $60. Get yours now at gotofed.com and all authorized ticket outlets. Gates open at 11 a.m. on both days. Sponsored by Country Cold Store, SP's International, Campari, Stag, Rubis, Fast Print, Waggy Tea, GMC, Rainbow Janitorial, Eco Blue, Spice Style Automotive, and McIntyre Brothers.
It's back! Grenada! The NLA gives you chances for free access to SMC shows and other major shows from July 14th to August 9th. Every time you spend $15 in Daily Cash 4, Daily Pick 3, or Playway in a single purchase, check your ticket to see if the words "You are a winner" is written on it. And just like that, your access is granted. Present your winning ticket at the gate of your preferred carnival show for free entry. Over 450 gate passes are up for winnings instantly, Monday to Saturday. Secure yours early. The more $15 you spend in daily games, the more chances you have to win free gate passes. Spice Mass is on, and the NLA is making your carnival dreams affordable. See stores for show options. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, proud main sponsor of Spice Mass 2025.
Tell them it's master. I quit till my last.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
We're back at Television Center. Enthusiasm is intensifying and debate is raging over who will make it to the Groovy, Power, Soca, and Calypso finals. Artists are gearing up for all three events at Progress Park later this week. Christina John has this report.
The excitement is mounting as the nation gears up for one of the most anticipated events of the year, the Groovy, Soca, and Calypso semi-finals. With eyes set on the big stage, artists are now in final preparations for a chance to secure their spot in the national finals. The action kicks off this week at Progress Park, St. Andrew, with semi-finals set for Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. 27 artists will compete in the Brian Griffith Groovy semi-finals, each bringing their unique sound and energy to the stage. Among the newcomers is Andrel Pear, stepping into the Groovy arena for the first time. Pear shared with GBN that he has been trying for a long time and it feels amazing to finally make it this far. The young artist remains optimistic about progressing to the finals and explained the creative inspiration behind his song.
So I'll be taking part in the Groovy, and all I have to say, seventh night will be a different night. I've been preparing for this moment for like all my life. I took part in Junior Soca Monarch. I never succeed as I wanted it to, but like this year I make up my mind. Like last year I was taking part. I went on stage with one of them artists to do something in finals, and I was like, bro, you see, next year if I on stage is because I'm performing in finals. I don't go in on stage as no prop. So I make up my mind this year. I come in to reach as far as finals and be in the top 5 for the most. Yeah. Because because the song is a powerful song. It's a very powerful song. Just time until people started notice it much. To be honest, I was just thinking about a song to make people move, and the first idea that came to my mind was whining, and I was like, people tired sing about whining. What could come with whine? What could sing about whining that people that go outstand the most? And I was like, I had to describe the wine boy. No common way to make it too obvious and thing. I had to describe it and go deep into it. And the first thing that came in my mind was sweet wine. And I was like, that sweet wine thing, that was something too right. And then I said cocoa wine. And then after when I reached on the cocoa wine, I was like, that cocoa wine thing, that kind of something nice now. And I say cocoa, I say cocoa and chocolate, that close. I say, oh, go the chocolate wine. And when I think about the chocolate wine, I think about that, I say, yeah, boy, that chocolate wine making sense.
On Friday, the tempo turns up with the Dr. Trevor Friday Soca semi-finals, where the 31 performers will battle it out for a place in the Ultimate Showdown. Promising an electrifying performance is James Sylvester, better known as Golden. The artist said he will surely leave an impression on the judges and fans alike.
Well, preparations for that contest was not too hard, because I already know what is the criteria. Come the night of the semi-finals, I will be treating the semi-finals as a final. It's like you're passing on the road and you see a wire on the road. Consider the wire as live. Don't take no chances. So I'm treating every artist as a live wire. And that night is presentation, lyrical content, and stage performance. It's a world-class presentation.
Another standout contender is Dowlin Andrews, aka Donkey, who continues to win over audiences with his infectious performances. Andrews shared the story behind his latest hit and hinted at what fans can expect at Friday's show.
It's been a little while. I've been doing a lot of videos and things. You understand? Me and Alec the dog, Dirty Dog, you can see him right there. Got him right there with Capital Job, and Felix the cat. We used to do a lot of videos. So when I put one and one together, I say, okay, well, if Guana could sing where Guana there and Donkey there long in this table and he can't come out, I go try where Donkey there. And that's how I come up with the song. All right? Well, so far, everything is in place at the moment, you understand? I will create something in the semi-final where no artist never done.
With all artists having drawn their order of appearance, anticipation continues to build. As the semi-final nights approach, one question remains: who will rise to the occasion and earn their place in the final? Christelina John, GBN News.
This story to report: Limle Solar Farm is to be rebuilt after the destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl. More in this Renapet Thomas report.
Just months after being installed, the Limle Solar Farm in Carriacou was completely destroyed by Hurricane Beryl. Now, 1 year after the devastating storm, efforts are on the way to restore the renewable energy project. The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, in collaboration with international partners, has launched the Limle Solar Farm Remediation Project. French company Smart Energy has been contracted to carry out the restoration work, which includes cleaning the site, replacing solar panels, and other key infrastructure repairs. Smart Energy's Chief Technical Officer, Matthew Pergent, noted that the company may hire local talent for various roles during the remediation phase. Residents interested in employment opportunities are encouraged to contact the company directly. He also outlined some of the repairs that will be done.
Which is Matthew, is making their first visit to start the cleanup and start the remediation. That will include re-engineering this so that it will comply with the latest recommendations around solar resilience. So a lot of stuff is going to be removed. All the panels will go, a lot of the steel will go, and new plant will go in. And we hope to get that done By Christmas, Matthew, get you home for Christmas with your family?
That's a plan.
It's not a plan, it's a target. It's too early to plan. We have to assess this and do the engineering. Yes. And the biggest problem will be procurement, lead time, logistics. But the engineering and the work can be done reasonably quick.
Richard Kumba, representative from MASTER, the executive agency from the United Arab Emirates, visited Carriacou with officials from the ministry to assess the progress and commit to the initiative.
So we can't guarantee that it won't get destroyed again, but we can guarantee we build it to the best standard that is recommended for the Caribbean, not for anywhere else, for the Caribbean. In fact, this particular site is one of the photos in the report didn't go well. So we want to do better. Mazda are committed to doing better and making sure this is as longer lasting as possible. Insurance regrettably didn't get covered. So there is a bottom line impact to Mazda to complete this, but that's why we're here.
The old solar panels will be recycled in partnership with the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, ensuring an environmentally friendly approach to the project. Kumba stated that while the upcoming upgrade meets international standards, there is no guarantee that it will withstand another hurricane.
Study to see how to reinforce the site and ensure that in case of similar events, it will resist. But what we see is that the main issue should be some metallic structural design in terms of profile and some mode of fixations of the PV modules on these structures. So we will pay very good attention on that point. What we could certainly do is to use some bolts instead of clamps and to avoid the shared clamps. So we learned from the past experience that shared clamps has to be prohibited for hurricane area.
Originally expected to be commissioned in July 2024, the Limle Solar Farms launched was delayed due to Hurricane Beryl. However, the efforts to restore the project underscores the commitment of all stakeholders, including the Ministry of Carriacou and Petit-Martinique Affairs and Grenlec, to advance Carriacou's renewable energy goals. The original Limle Solar PV hybrid project, funded by the UAE Caribbean Renewable Energy Fund, represents a $3.5 million investment aimed at strengthening Carriacou's energy independence. The project also aligns with the UAE's foreign aid policy, which supports sustainable development in small island developing states. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
The Ministry of Climate Resilience has confirmed it is actively exploring sustainable solutions to address the ongoing sargassum seaweed invasion affecting Grenada's coastline. Beaches across the island, especially in Grenville and Soubise, continue to be plagued by large buildups of the brown seaweed, which not only poses environmental and health concerns, but also impacts fishing, tourism, and coastal communities. Minister for Climate Resilience, Karine James, said the issue remains a top priority and technical teams are working behind the scenes to assess mitigation strategies.
That in itself is a long-term strategy. Valorization will not solve the entire sargassum issue because we still have to deal with it coming to our shores. So what we have done is, out of that process, we have a team that is working on the long-term strategy to get a business value out of the sargassum seaweed, and we're working on how we can capitalize or make room or make arrangements to catch this sargassum offshore. A key feature of that too is the diplomatic relations that we've been able to have with Guadeloupe. They have been very open and transparent with us because they would have been, or still currently is, one of the countries in CARICOM that has the best model in terms of dealing with sargassum. So we've had quite a number of working sessions with them over the last few months to see how best we can, implement their model for our challenges here in Grenada.
Sargassum seaweed, once a rare sight, has become an increasingly frequent and disruptive occurrence across the Caribbean in recent years, linked to rising ocean temperatures and shifting currents. Minister James is urging other social partners to assist with the cleanup efforts.
We would continue doing our cleanup. We're urging persons as well. Government cannot do it for themselves. So we're urging persons, we're urging volunteers, we're urging the NGOs, we're urging environmental groups to come on board. Unfortunately, we can clean a particular area today and in the morning it's back again. There's no early warning systems out there that can tell us where it's going to go. So it's a matter of, just guessing or predicting, for lack of a better word, where it's going to go, and we're asking everybody to just come out and just be a part of the cleanup and to help us in this together until we find a better strategy to deal with its offshores.
We're reporting the day's news still to come from us. 8 students from the School for the Deaf Grenada transitioning into mainstream secondary schools. We'll talk about that. Stay close.
If you are interested in reliable and efficient shipping, then look no further. Caripinix is the one for you. Our parent company is located in Miami, where we boast one of the most advanced facilities. We have our tentacles in most of the Caribbean islands, including Grenada. At Caripinix, we offer you reliable shipping. Whether it's by air or by sea, we have you covered. We offer services for the regular person shopping on Amazon or any of those, online services. You need to ship a vehicle, we can take care of that. You need to ship dangerous goods, hazmat material. We also have the facilities to take care of that also. Visit us today. We open from Mondays to Fridays, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And at Caripinix, we are connecting you with excellence.
It's back, and it's bigger, bolder, and funnier than ever. Old Mass 2025 is coming to the Grenada Youth Center on Sunday, July 20th from 3 p.m. Brought to you by the St. George's Lions Club, Spice Mass Corporation, and Grenlec. Bring the whole family for an afternoon of laughs, local entertainment, exciting prizes, and a special appearance by the Carnival Queen contestants. Tickets are just $40 for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Available from any Lions or Leo member. Grenada and Optical and Clear Vision. All Mass 2025. Sponsored by Demerara Mutual Life. And with Dem.
Calling the CARICOM community, assembling Global Africa, the 4th edition of the Afri-Caribbean Trade Investment Forum. Active 2025 is coming to St. George, Grenada, this 28th to 29th July. Join government and business leaders, investors, and trade and finance institutions to explore the theme, resilience and transformation, enhancing Africa-Caribbean economic cooperation in an era of global uncertainty. Be there as we stand together to strengthen our commercial ties, to promote shared trade and investment opportunities, and unlock prosperity for Africa, the Caribbean, and the wider diaspora. The 4th Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum. Reserve your place now at active2025.com.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily victory, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. imagrenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Welcome back. A major step forward in inclusion and access to education. For the very first time in Grenada's history, 8 students from the School for the Deaf, Grenada, are transitioning into mainstream secondary schools in one cohort. GBN's Christina John recently spoke with Principal of the School for the Deaf, Grenada, Michelle Brathwaite, who shared how her team is working to ensure every student is heard, both in and out of the classroom.
A quiet revolution is unfolding in Grenada's education system. 8 students with hearing impairments, many of whom are hard of hearing and one profoundly deaf, are making history by moving into mainstream secondary schools together.
No, that's a real plus for us. We're excited. I mean, we have been having students sit the CPA for some years now, but in terms of having 8 of them, I think that's the very first time that we're having such a large number entering into secondary school at the same time.
That was Principal for the School of the Deaf, Ms. Michelle Brathwaite. These students won't be alone. A team of 7 itinerant teachers will rotate between schools, supporting both the students and their mainstream teachers with tools like FM system, interpreting services, and professional development sessions. Thanks to a donation from the Sanders Foundation, students are being equipped with devices like FM receivers, while teachers wear clip-on microphones to ensure sound is transmitted directly to students' hearing aids.
The deaf, we are involved in itinerant work, meaning we do not do special school, but our students are within the mainstream schools. So what will be happening is that the itinerant teachers would be working along with them and the mainstream teachers within the secondary school.
Professional development sessions with secondary school teachers are scheduled for August and September to build understanding and foster inclusion in unfamiliar school environments. Beyond the classrooms, Brathwaite's team supports students all the way to the community college level and provides interpretation for national events, conferences, and emergencies.
For us, our task now, because some of them would be going to schools that they have never we have never worked in before, what is expected of us as a staff is to have professional development sessions with the school so that they would accommodate and the students will feel included and a part of that school community. So we are expected very early in September, August, September, to have professional development with the secondary school where our students are placed.
But that demand comes with a challenge. With no local interpreter certification program, the few specialists available are stretched thin.
On staff, we have 7 itinerant teachers and myself. So that would be 8 of us on staff. So there are some students that would require daily attendance, and there are students who would require every other day. There are students who may require maybe once a week, depending on their level of performance, academically and otherwise.
As these 8 students take the next big step, the School for the Deaf is showing what real inclusion looks like: tailored support, equal access, and a community ready to listen. Christina John, GBN News.
So wonderful. Stay with us, the sports news after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anse, St. George. Southern Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Wednesday, August 6th, Concept Events, together with Flatlands Park Ship and Print, present Pre-Day, Black and Bougie. Chalpri celebrates with all his friends. This is Pre-Day, featuring The Viking, Bungee Guard, Pan Lions, and The Viking. Problem Child, GBN Neutral, Full Blow, Kute, and a command performance by the Jab Boss himself, Calvary. Top international DJ, Grenada National Stadium. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11 p.m. All early bird tier 1 tickets have already been sold out. Grenada, get ready. This is Pre-Day, Black and Bougie.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen them on the waters in Dubai. We've seen them on the water in Miami. Now, they're here in Grenada. The most exciting, electrifying, and unique water sport experience to hit Grenada. Grenada Jet Cars. Book a car today. Call 473-406-JCAR or 5227. Visit our website at grenadajetcar.com or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Grenada Jet Cars. Enjoy a fun-filled ride across the waters of Grenada.
Ah, this is gonna be fun. This is fun.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up. Several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Welcome to Grenada Distillers. Just reminding you that we offer consignment and credit arrangements. The procedures are very easy, so come on down.
Our procedure is quite simple. Go up the stairs on the right-hand side of Nick Barrow House. Go upstairs where an attendant will hand you out some forms to fill out. Once filled out, they'll be handed back to the attendant and will be reviewed.
Sporting fans, good evening. Grenada's 4x4 and 4x1 national relay teams have been in active preparation for the North American, Central American and Caribbean Athletic Association Championship in the Bahamas. The North American, Central American and Caribbean Championships is a continental track and field athletic event organized by the North American, Central American and Caribbean Athletic Association. The last of 6 IAAF areas to hold a continent preparation comes on the heels of Grenada's all-round first-place finish in the junior meet recently held in Nicaragua. Additionally, the 4x1 squad recently set a new national record during their participation at the Barbados Grand Prix. Both teams have been preparing under the leadership of veteran coach Wayne McSween.
We are preparing right now to go to the NACAC Seniors the 15th to the 17th of August. But we have a meet in Trinidad, which is the Senior Championships, and it's on the 1st to the 3rd of August. So we are preparing to go to Trinidad to have a practice, you could say, before we go off to Seniors. The main thing for the NACAC Seniors for us here is to have our relay teams 4x1 and 4x4 qualify. These guys have just broken the national 4x4 record, which held for the last 23 years, and now they're trying to outdo it again, and then probably to get qualification for Worlds, or at least get close enough so we could start making a mark. Because it's about time we do something.
According to McSween, they have a burning desire to win.
At this age, their passion and motivation and inspiration, I do not have much to do. They are in control. I mean, after you would have been nurturing them for many years, right now I think the reality is there. They know it's their time, this is their season, so all they have to do is to just go out and deliver. They are quite motivated and inspired, and as you can see the youngsters behind, we know the Joshim Sylvester, the Troy Mason, Michael Francois. These are people who have been really doing it over these since, you know. We have Troy, who would have broken about 14 records in the last few months in Rio Grande. Michael Francois, who is Iowa Western, and he has won the outdoor 400 meters, 45.4. And, you know, we have Joshim, everybody know the name Joshim Sylvester, you know. And these are part of the 4x4 and 4x1 team. Shikwan Tusini not here today because he's also with the secondary school team, but he's one of them who's making up that team. So they all are committed. He's not here simply because he worked out with the secondary school team this morning, but they have been showing up. And who's missing? Maybe Ethan and Samuel. They are with the individual coaches.
We wish them the best. T20 series, the West Indies will be looking to haul one back in the 5-match T20 series when they play Australia in their second T20 clash tonight. The visitors are up 1 following their 3-wicket victory in the opener on Sunday. After a promising start with the bat unravelled in the closing stages, the men in maroon posted 189 for 8. West Indies looked on course for a far bigger total at one stage. Powered by half-centuries from Roston Chase, 60 off 32, and Shea Hope himself 55 off 39, the home side cruised to 152 for 2 in the 15th over. Chase had dominated the middle overs with a flurry of boundaries, while Hope anchored confidently at the other end. But a dramatic collapse collapse followed. The home side lost 6 wickets for just 37 runs in the final 5 overs. A slide triggered by the dismissal of Chase and compounded by Australia's superb death bowling. Despite the sub-200 total, the hosts had Australia in trouble early. Alzari Joseph and Jason Holder struck inside the power play, and when Gudakesh Moti removed Glenn Maxwell to leave the visitors 78 for 4, West Indies looked in control. But Australia's middle order had other plans. Cameron Green, in at number 4, hammered 51 off 26 balls, and debutant Mitchell Owen added a fairless 50 from 27 balls, including 6 sixes, to seize control of the chase. Together, they put on 80 from 40 deliveries to tip the match in Australia's favour. Even after their dismissals, the visitors kept their nerve to reach the target with 7 balls to spare. That's the sports news for now. Former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, is claiming that his name has been placed on an Interpol watch list. He's now demanding answers from both the current Prime Minister and the Commissioner of Police about what alleged crime triggered the listing. The rest of the details in this report.
To travel on to Trinidad and Tobago, I got back here on Sunday evening, and I made the necessary investigations through CARICOM. And my colleagues, my friends in CARICOM contacts, I knew where to talk to. And it was confirmed to me then that I was on Interpol list. And the issues that arose in Antigua are as a result of Antigua police responding to Interpol and Interpol's interest in me. Ladies and gentlemen, it immediately raises the question, what exactly would have happened with me and to me to cause Interpol to be interested to me? Because I told you earlier on, Interpol deals with criminal matters. So for the fact that, and it's no longer a question here, as the officer told me in immigration, of mistaken identity, it is confirmation that I am of interest in Interpol. I am saying here now to you that the only way my name could have got to Interpol, it would have, by way of documentation of one kind or another, placed there by some authority, either in Trinidad and Tobago or some other nation. Because Interpol covers 190 how many countries in the world. Interpol covers them all. And what it means is that once you go on that list, that interest is available to every country in the world, every police or immigration authority in the world, because you are now a peculiar person of interest for criminal matters. And usually it is criminal fugitive matters. People who are wanted and cannot be found, you ask Interpol to help you find them, people who are fleeing a country, you ask Interpol to identify them so they can be detained until the country who's looking after them, looking for them, get to the station for them.
Further afield, the United States is again pulling out of UNESCO, citing what the Trump administration calls anti-Israel bias, pro-China influence, and a woke agenda that no longer aligns with American values. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce confirmed the move.
The United States has announced that it will again pull out of the UN's Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Agency, also known as UNESCO, because of what Washington sees as its anti-Israel bias, only 2 years after rejoining. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce said UNESCO advances divisive causes that don't align with U.S. values. Bruce, in the statement, also pointed to UNESCO's 2011 move to admit Palestine as a member state, calling it a direct challenge to U.S. policy. Notably, this marks the third time the U.S. is exiting UNESCO and the second under President Donald Trump's leadership. Trump ordered a 90-day review earlier this year, targeting what officials described as anti-Israel and pro-China bias. The White House cited UNESCO's woke initiatives, including its anti-racism toolkit in 2023 and 2024 Transforming Mentalities Project. Officials also reportedly raised concerns over policies they say promote social justice activism over cultural cooperation. UNESCO has been known for designating World Heritage Sites like the Grand Canyon and ancient cities around the world. It also leads education and media literacy efforts and combats hate speech through global cultural programs. U.S. withdrawal will take effect in December 2026, giving UNESCO time to adjust to the loss of 8% of its total funding. Washington first withdrew in 1983 under Ronald Reagan, rejoined in 2003 under George W. Bush, and left again in 2017 during Trump's first term as president. The U.S. returned to UNESCO in 2023 under former President Joe Biden, who cited countering China's influence as key to re-engaging with global institutions.
A reminder of the headlines right after this. Reminder of the headlines. Cloger Road project moves from $200,000 to $1.6 million. Shuttle service to be provided. 4 Petit Martinique families receive keys to their first hurricane resilient homes under the Build Back Better initiative. Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell in support of change of allegiance but requests referendum. Climate Resilience Ministry actively explores sustainable solutions to address ongoing sargassum seaweed invasion affecting Grenada's coastline. Also in the news, regionally, former Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley claims his name is on Interpol list. Internationally, Trump administration withdraws yet again from the Trump administration withdraws the United States from UNESCO. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada moves into final preparation phase for NACAC Championship set for the Bahamas, while West Indies eyeing victory for second T20 clash at Sabina Park tonight. All right, we are done for the time being. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom. Have a good night.